which is also another ROM hack of Sonic the Hedgehog. This actually isn't Sonic 3 and Knuckles, this is Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 this is a ROM hack of. And whereas Sonic 3 and Knuckles, actually game audio seems weirdly loud for some reason. Anyways, whereas Sonic 3 and Knuckles was, or Sonic 3 Complete, was a ROM hack that sort of set to... anyway, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was sort of... Sorry, Sonic 3 Complete was sort of ROM hack designed to sort of fill out some missing parts of the game, or it's basically set to restore some cut comment or some cut content from the game, and also restore kind of some, give you the option of playing through the game in a slightly different way that sort of more closely resembles the way the game was originally designed in like beta testing and stuff. Like you get a different order for the zones. It also fleshes out some rough edges around the game as well. Like you get a new Supersonic sprite that's less inconsistent with its animations. And that's another reason why it would be a bad idea for me to Let's Play that. I don't remember everything that it does for you, but it's basically just kind of a more... Like it says, it's a complete version of the game. It also includes some music tracks that only appear in the PC version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This here is a different approach. This is basically Sonic the Hedgehog 1 basically Sonic the Hedgehog 2 tacked to the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I've played through this a lot, apparently. It's a while till I can find a frickin' unused save file. There we go. I've played through this game 9 times. That's how fun it is. Basically, yeah, they made... If you know Sonic Heroes, which I guess most people probably don't because it's a shit game and you shouldn't play it, Sonic Heroes had a system where you basically a tag team system where each hero had kind of different abilities. And actually, okay, I forget the... Okay, slot 9 here. We want game type, Sonic 1 and 2, classic co-op, AI, sure, all that's good. Aeon special stages, next level, starting Green Hill Zone, select team. Okay, this is the option right here, co-op mode, classic co-op. I want, whoops, or no, not classic co-op, I want chaotic style co-op. So, yeah, basically this game is kind of a mishmash of Knuckles, Chaotix, and Sonic Heroes, essentially. Which ends up being pretty insane when you actually play it out in the game. And actually, yeah, we're going to go regular Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles here. So you can see select team. So we've got a team. We're playing as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. We'll have a little train going on. And yeah, you can see they're following around behind me there. And so yeah, you press A button to switch between your guys. You have... Even though this is Sonic 1, you've got all the powers that your characters had in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Knuckles can glide, Sonic's got his little shield there, you can spin dash as Knuckles, so helpfully showed off there. And also you've got the option between classic co-op and, which is basically the same as like Sonic and Tails in your standard Sonic game. It's like you play, and then Tails just kind of mimics your inputs and follows along behind you. If you go in Chaotix co-op, then it basically borrows the tether system from Knuckles Chaotix. So you can see our guys have like this little sort of dotted tether keeping them all together. And basically if one person or one follower gets too far away from you, then you'll end up getting slingshotted back to them, or they'll get slingshotted ahead to you. There's like sort of some elasticity, sort of an elastic band connecting your 3 heroes together, which is garbage. And it's not, it's like garbage to control. It's like a lot of the time, yeah, they'll just do stupid things. In fact, let's say we like let them do that and then go down here. Oh wow, that's actually new, that wasn't possible. And now Tails is stuck up top, and yeah, Sonic and Knuckles are just bouncing around like, I don't know, a pair of truck nuts or something down below. And so how the fuck am I gonna get out of this? And that's kind of what ends up happening a lot of the time if you play in this mode, where you just end up getting stuck in situations where it's almost impossible to like progress, because it's just, oh my god, what's even going on? They're stuck, and how do I get them out of this mess? So it almost becomes kind of like a weird like physics puzzle game a lot of the time, and it's just hilarious. It's like, it's not... Honestly, it's a lot of fun, actually. It's just hilarious a lot of the time, the stuff that can happen in this game. And honestly, you can kind of learn the physics and kind of finesse it a bit to the point. Yes! These things just fuck with them terribly a lot of the time. As usual, I'm not gonna bother with the bonus stages, but yeah, this is fun for a lark every once in a while. And it's really funny. And actually, and you can change the size of your team. Oops, I'm playing Tails here. God damn it. You can change the size of your team, so you can actually make it so you've just got 2 players on your team. So you can just go like Sonic and Tails with the tether. In which case, the tether actually becomes really useful. You can actually get do some speedrun shit where you get like some really interesting kind of slingshot techniques you can do to kind of rocket your way through the levels and kind of do some really interesting kind of speedrun tech in that way. If you have only 2 characters tethered together like this, but with 3, it basically just becomes a completely uncontrollable, just godforsaken mess of just physics-based insanity, which is frankly the more fun way to play it, I think. Also, it's kind of broken. Like, obviously, a lot of the characters' powers just kind of break these games wide open, since they're not designed for them. Like, a lot, especially the early stages, Knuckles can, frankly, just glide over a lot of them with his dangling balls, and his dangling Sonic and Tails balls in tow, which is honestly pretty funny in itself. Actually, Tails is often your kind of get-out-of-jail-free card, because he is no longer bound by the tether once he gets up in the air. So and it's kind of a bit good of. Oh yeah, that's cool. Take care. This is probably going to be the last game anyways. And frankly, if you already know Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, there's not much else to see here. It's just going to be me playing through the games with physics-based insanity. But yeah, I just wanted to show this off, since I probably won't bother doing a Let's Play of it. It's just the same levels with crazy physics. Might be worth a video to show it off and show it to people. But anyways, take care, man. And yeah, Merry Christmas. Yep, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna continue alone here doing, yeah, silly things with Sonic and friends. It's kind of hilarious that, like, it's a crazy amount of work must have gone into this ROM hack. It's, like, insane. It's like, frankly, I'm amazed that the Genesis could even theoretically, like, handle something like this, and frankly, in a lot of ways, it can't. You will notice, like, a gigantic slowdown a lot of the time, like right here, for example. Actually, that's right, Lava does it, especially, a lot of the time. But yeah, or in fact, I guess, yeah, if I'm uploading this stream to YouTube, then, yeah, or am I? No, that's right, I split the stream. That's why I didn't want to split the stream, because I wanted to do, like, a big ol' Merry Christmas stream thing, and just upload it all at once. That's, oh well. Oh well, that's fine. I'll upload it as 2 Christmas videos, then. And, yeah, oh yeah, they added new power-ups here as well, which is really cool. The Gold Shield, which actually, you know what, Gold Shield... Oh, streaming this weekend for Azure Dreams. Like I said, or actually you weren't here when I said it, but I'm actually going to be away for the weekend. So yeah, I'm coming back like late Saturday from Christmas festivities, and then on Sunday I've got dinner with the... or no, Sunday is Force Awakens, that's right. Yeah, Force Awakens on Sunday. And then probably dinner and board games with the family the day after that. But yeah, I do like your streams, man, so I definitely will check that out. Yeah, whenever the times align, I suppose. Oh, thank goodness. It's so helpful sometimes when they just like fuck off and like die or like get way off screen or something, and then you, for a brief moment of respite, you have you can actually get shit done when you've got only 2 characters to deal with in the brief moment before your comatose buddy flies back into the insane little tethered dog pile. So this is such a silly thing. I love that somebody had the idea to do this too. It's just what insane madman came up with this? It's just, I'd love to shake his hand or, I don't know, kiss him on the mouth. That's probably too much. Forehead, maybe. It's such a cool idea, this. I love. Although slowdown is, you know, it happens. Slowdown happens, unfortunately. But, you know, I'll take a bit of slowdown for the cool stuff that happens in here. Oh, okay, this is what I was talking about. This is a fucking puzzle right here. As long as you have your flame shield, though, I believe Tails can actually trivialize this. Or, you know what? I don't know. Okay, we can just barely squeeze through there. It's kind of convenient a lot of the time how it works out there. I wonder how much sort of thought went into the tether, like sort of how possible... Like, I know that some stuff wasn't entirely thought out and play-tested with this game. Like, there's another team you can get. Like, you can play as the Chaotix in this game, and they have slightly different abilities. Like, Vector has kind of charge attack or a shoulder check that he can do. It's basically like a double jump, and Espio can climb walls, which I guess makes him the same as Knuckles. And then the biggest divergence is that on the Chaotix team, you've got Charmy the Bee, who plays completely different from any other character in the game. Like, he flies. Knuckles, get the fuck over here, you're bringing us down. Oh my god, we're gonna die here. Okay. Don't waste this, you guys. Anyways, yeah, Charmy B controls completely differently. Basically, he like actually flies. You just like, you press up on the D-pad to send him up, left and right, whatever. Just like, you use the D-pad and you can just like move freely throughout the levels. And also, if you press any of the buttons, he has a little dash attack that he can use to basically hit enemies, which kind of breaks the game wide open in a lot of ways. But the main way that it breaks the game is sort of the way that the game keeps track of sort of ground level. Like, the way the game is coded, I don't know exactly how it works, but the way that the original Sonic, like the original game, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic 2 is coded, is that it does... Excuse me. Gotta take a drink here. Like, it does some trickery in terms of, like, detecting sort of what ground level is and where your character is positioned in order to do the kind of stuff where, you know, Sonic does loop-to-loops and is able to run up walls sometimes, and basically just sort of making sure that Sonic behaves the way they want him to. God damn it, Tails. Making sure that Sonic behaves the way you want him to on, like, slopes and when he's running up walls and stuff. And what ends up happening there is that Charmy kind of breaks that in a lot of ways, and the main way that he breaks that is, or I guess it's the way they coded him as well, because, actually, I don't even know. Basically, there's a glitch that makes the game uncompletable if you go Charmy solo, which I actually tried once, just because I thought it was an interesting kind of an interesting twist on the game, a just completely different way to play the game. I tried a Charmy solo run, and it's actually impossible to complete the game that way, it turns out, due to a bug where basically on the final elevator at in the Wing Fortress zone of Sonic 2, right on the final elevator, because of that aforementioned trickery with detecting your level of elevation, basically Charmy is not able to jump over the laser beam generator, like, you know, the barrier that kind of fences you in on the Wing Fortress boss, and you gotta kind of jump over the little nub that the laser comes out of. Charmy can't get over that. He's just fixed to the ground and unable to fly or jump or do anything, which basically means he's stuck at that point. Charmy cannot get on the elevator or not the elevator, or that's right, Robotnik takes an elevator, which changes sort of the ground, changes what the game considers as ground level, is my guess on how it works, which basically means Charmy B is stuck. I'm not describing. I'm trying to, like, get all technical when I don't even understand the technical workings of how this shit works. Long story short, TLDR, Charmy can't beat the game due to a glitch in the Wing Fortress zone, which prevents him from going down, following Robotnik after he beats the boss. Anyways, yeah, that's it. So, other than that, though, the game is remarkably playable and mostly bug-free. Honestly, it kind of figures that, you know, stuff like that radical glitches would occur when you do, like, a radical thing, like completely change the control scheme so for a particular character so he's absolutely nothing like anyone else. Still though, it's nevertheless, this is an exceptionally impressive ROM hack job. Look at this. Isn't this impressive? Isn't it amazing? Look at this. Look at it in all of its glory. Okay. Spring Yard Zone. Oh my god. I'm literally not even pressing anything right now. Okay. Can Knuckles... There we go. This is another kind of out that you can give yourself when you're tethering... When tethering bullshit goes on, as Knuckles can grab onto walls to get you out. Actually, this is another zone where you can kind of skip over it. Skip over a lot of it, at least. Or can I make it up there? Oh, wow. That's a pretty tricky jump in the regular game, but it becomes, like, monumentally trickier when you've got your two frickin' following helpers to, yeah, drag you down. There we go. This is what I like to see. Ah, I lost him. And I believe this is near the end of the level. Oh, for a brief moment I was free. Oh no, it's happening again. Okay, there we go. No, I was there. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, actually, so the way I'm not going to be doing this special stages, I guess, just because I normally don't. But the way that the special stages work in this game is... Or, I mean, the stages themselves are completely unchanged, except that you have two following characters instead of one in the Sonic 2 special stages. But, yeah, you'll notice that the lampposts in this game are changed out. It's the same lampposts you see in Sonic 2. Basically, you have both kinds of special stages in both games. So basically, if you have 50 rings at the end of any stage, even a Sonic 2 stage, then you'll get a Sonic 1 bonus stage. And yeah, if you have 50 rings at a lamppost in any stage, be it a Sonic 1 or a Sonic 2 stage, then you get a Sonic 2 Emerald bonus stage. And there's two sets of emeralds, so in order to go like off, it's kind of like it was in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where in order to go, come on, you idiots, get going. No, you're dashing the wrong way. Damn you, Knuckles. Fuck. I'm gonna fucking die in this pit. Ugh. Knuckles, get it together. Anyways, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so anyways, it's like in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where you've got two sets of emeralds, and you need to collect them both in order to go full Hyper Sonic and Hyper Knuckles and all them. You know, you're kidding me. He's way too far to be tethered still. There we go. Oh no! I knew that this day was coming. I thought I was prepared. I thought I was prepared for this, but no. Who could prepare themselves for this madness? What's there even to say at this point? I'm just not even gonna talk. Just witness it. Witness! We were there! Oh, you know what? Yeah, this is the trick. There we go. Like I said, there's always an out. It's almost like you're playing like a three-person puzzle game, like a Lost Vikings or a Trine or something like that. Oh my goodness, I really like this game, or this ROM hack. Obviously, I like the original games too, but this ROM hack is just... Oh, god damn you, Sonic! Always dragging us back. Or I guess it's usually Tails who's the one who's interfering with shit. Right? I guess if you're watching actually the TV series, then actually I guess it's Knuckles is always the one who's doing stupid shit to fuck with the group, but or I guess it depends. Yeah, it depends on which TV series you watch then as well. Oh, and actually, one way that they did change the bonus stages themselves, that's right. Since you have two full games to get all the emeralds, normally there's only 6 emeralds, 6 bonus stages in the original Sonic the Hedgehog, but they added a 7th for this ROM hack, just to make it more consistent, I guess, with Sonic 2. And yeah, I think we're gonna... yeah, we're gonna stick with Knuckles here. I don't know, I have a feeling that his climbing ability... In fact, yeah. Yep, I'm glad that we took this course of action. Okay, there we go. Come on, guys, get it together. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I want to do. We need to... I don't know, on the one hand, I kind of want to finish this game and get to bed. On the other hand... Which would mean, like, you know, just getting high up and gliding through with Knuckles. On the other hand, this is really freaking amusing. I almost kind of want to drag it out, but, yeah, we'll try to make a speed run of it. Honestly, there's almost no point in even continuing with the game at this point, though. Like, you understand what's going on here. I think you get... Oh god, no, Nubbles! Thank you. Okay. my favorite bits of, like, physics shenanigans, I think, is when one of them gets stuck in their little, like, catapulting animation, or you know that one that Knuckles goes in sometimes, where he's like got his arms spread out and the one foot pointed down. Okay, I'm sure you guys will catch up to me eventually. Okay, you know what? Screw this. I wanted the power-ups, or actually, you know what? I can get the power-ups if I put my mind to it. Why would you do that, Tails? I swear to God, I did not do any of that. That was not me. Tails started that spin dash when before I switched to him, and then he let it rip. It's like a fraction of a second before I switched to Tails, he started a spin dash. Why did the camera follow the guys that I'm not using? Oh my god, what just happened? Okay, you know what, Tails? Come on, fly high, Tails. Or it's... I wish I should have kept that going. He was just sort of running straight into the ground there. Oh, I think I got him to do it again there, too. Okay, can we make this consistent? Uh-oh. I think I broke it. This is not a hidden secret in the level. This is just floor glitchiness. I don't think there's any way out of this. Uh-oh. I really don't think there's... I think there's no rescuing this. Or you know what? There's another way up, isn't there? Yeah, we'll do it this way. There we go. The run is saved. Oh, you know what? This is a faster way to get through the next section, too, because we're on the high ground now, which means... yeah, which means we get stuck in the spike pits again. Okay. Guys, stop moving around. Just stay still. Follow me up. Thank you. Oh, what is this? Like, it's actually been a long time since I've taken this path through the level, so actually... It's almost like experiencing the game for the first time, really. That's the kind of stuff that happens with these kind of wacky ROM hack shenanigans. This is the kind of ROM hack stuff I actually like to see for, like, stuff like Super Metroid, and, like, these are the kinds of, like, you know, hacks for classic games that I really like seeing. Like, I've played Sonic ROM hacks before that, like, change the levels of the game. They're just, like, new games that use the graphics set for, like, their brand new level designs, and it's just like a new Sonic game that they're making. That's a ROM hack. Like, Sonic Mega Mix is an example of that, and, you know, some of those are fine. Like, Sonic Mega Mix is, you know, has its share of problems, to be sure, but for an amateur effort, you know, a lot of that's forgivable. It's, for what it is, for an amateur effort, it's, Sonic 1 Mega Mix is a perfectly decent game. I think. Like, a strong sort of, yeah, a strong effort for kind of, you know, budding programmers, ROM hackers, game designers, whatever. A good starting point. You know, kids these days, you want to encourage them with that kind of stuff, so, you know, you can forgive the problems. But the ROM hacks that I really like, and again, that goes to what I was talking about earlier, whenever I was talking about that. Oh yeah, about ROM hackers, like, fixing classic games where the level design and stuff can be greatly improved. When it comes to these classic games, though, actually, the ROM hacks that I really like seeing on, like, these absolute classic games that are, like, you know, perfected and can't honestly be improved on by just making new levels. I'd love to see just like random, like wacky bullshit shenanigans that just completely changed the fundamentals of the game. Like something like this. I don't know what you'd do that would be like similar to this in Metroid. I mean, the obvious one would be like, you know, unlock all the power-ups right off the bat. I think there's probably actually a cheat or a Game Genie code you could use for that, but you know, something more radical. Maybe something that incorporates elements from the sequels. I'd have to think about it. And again though, who thinks of stuff like this? Whose idea was the Sonic Classic Heroes? You know what? Yeah, in fact, yeah, I'm glad that I cut the video where I did. This probably does deserve its own video, just so that I can actually properly, because I don't know who to credit here. So yeah, just check below in the description, and I'll give the proper credits and everything to whoever built this stuff, because this is just... thank you, whoever you are, you people. You have brought much joy to the world, I think, for what you've done here with this Sonic the Hedgehog Classic Heroes. And it's just sort of that boundless creativity. I couldn't even think of an example of like the kind of stuff you could do that would do this kind of thing to like you know, Mario World or Metroid or something like that. I don't have that kind of creative mind for that sort of thing. I could never invent something like this or something similar for those games, but I'd love it if somebody did make like a, I don't know, Super Metroid Classic Heroes that did some sort of crazy shit with just like the same basic levels and power-ups and stuff. Or maybe even added new power-ups. This game added new power-ups to, or this ROM hack added new power-ups to pretty good effect. Although I guess when you think about it, it's a pretty simple concept. Like this is really just, honestly, this is just one game mode in this. It's a really wacky game mode in this ROM hack. Like the fundamental idea of the ROM hack is pretty simple. Actually, you just stick the Sonic 3 and Knuckles mechanics and power-ups and characters into Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. That's it. That's the whole idea behind this ROM hack. And then at some point along the way, they decided, you know what we need? We need the Knuckles Chaotix tether. Or actually, it's not just Knuckles Chaotix. There was that prototype. What is it called? It's like, I've seen it alternately referred to as Sonic 4 and Sonic Crackers. There's a ROM of that floating about, which is supposedly like an unreleased prototype of a Sonic game for like a Genesis Sonic game that never got released. And and I believe, as I recall, that had like this kind of tether system. I actually wonder if they ripped it directly from that, possibly, or maybe if the 32X is, or actually yes, 32X is like basically still just Genesis with some other, you know, fancy graphics shit laid on top, from what I understand. So actually, if this, it's also quite like possible that they could have just somehow straight up copied the code from Knuckles Chaotix as well to get the tether working similarly here. Well, to be honest, I don't even know if this works similarly to the tether in that game. I've never actually played Knuckles Chaotix. It's on kind of my list of things to play. It doesn't look good, but I want to, like, I don't think it's a good, I doubt that it'll be a good game, but I'm curious about it, and it looks kind of interesting. Or I don't know how to describe it. It looks interesting. That's the only way there is to put it. Also, you know, it's a Sonic game that I haven't played. A classic, like a pre-3D Sonic game that I haven't played. So yeah, I've definitely got to get that played at some point. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on, Knuckles. Okay. Excellent. I love how they, it's just everything. It really is just everything copied over from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Oh yeah, and they got the Chaotix too, now that I think of it. In fact, those sprites are ripped directly from Knuckles Chaotix, so yeah, it's very likely that, they ripped the sprites directly from Knuckles Chaotix, and they probably, I'd say it's more than likely that they ripped the tether system as well. Although honestly, like I said, I haven't actually played Knuckles Chaotix, so I actually don't know if the Chaotix actually control the same way they did in... Oh my god. I don't know if they actually control the same way in this game that they did in Chaotix. And again, so now that I've played this, actually, I'm even more curious to try Knuckles Chaotix. Oh god. Okay, we need to get this shit straightened out. We need to get them all in formation. There we go. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but it worked out accidentally. That always kind of annoys me, actually, when I solve puzzles that way in, you know, those kinds of puzzle games I mentioned, like Trine, Lost Vikings, where I just, like, hit random buttons and it works out somehow, but this isn't actually a real puzzle game, so I'm actually not that bothered by it here. There we go. Ah, god damn it. Tails is the only one with the bubble shield left, which I actually need here. Like, yeah, I remember talking about in my Sonic 1 LP how if you're elite speedrunner... Did I say elite? I said elite. Fuck me. My mind is going. Anyways, if you're like super great at Sonic 1, that is, you can get through all the water sections in Labyrinth Zone without ever requiring a bubble. No longer the case, obviously, when you've got frickin' Cernic the Herdlurg and Knuffles the Akkurnerd in tow. If you guys couldn't tell, I've been watching I've actually blitzed through the new Sonic Boom TV show. Been watching that on YouTube a little bit lately, just because a lot of my favorite content producers on YouTube have just stopped producing content for the holiday season, so it's just been like a really dry, like the last week or so, and I don't have any like good TV shows or anything in queue anyways, so I've been watching, yes, the Sonic Boom TV show. And that's all I have to say about it. Oops, sorry, I gotta scratch my ear canal. There we go. Oh my god, who's drowning? Tails is fine, right? You guys didn't steal my bubble, right? You wouldn't do that to a bro, would you? Damn it. It's actually weird, you can't actually... Actually, you know what? It makes sense now that I think of it, yeah. Actually, that's probably the same... And yeah, Tails can't swim when he's got his buddies in tow. Which makes sense, because he uses his arms to swim. God damn it, no... Why did I run away from the bubbles? Or you know what? Okay. Yeah, okay, that's good. We switch over to Knuckles here. And then Tails will be the only one that drowns, and now we've all got shields. Tails drowned in his little bubble shield. Oh, that's great. Nichols is such a jackass. Okay, I'll say one thing. For those who are confused, I'll say one thing about Sonic Boom. My favorite recurring gag in that series is the way that Eggman never says Knuckles' name correctly. They never even explain it. It's just every time he has reason to say Knuckles' name, it's just like, "Hey, Knuckles! Knuckles must be stopped!" All that kind of stuff. And it just cracks me up like hell every single time. Oh god, this is where the shenanigans ensue, is where... Or you know what? Tails... Okay, if we can just get away from them. Okay, come on. Who's drowning? Oh, good, good. Nubbles is down. We can continue. Oh god, Sonic. Yes! Okay. Barely survived that. Or actually, you know what? I don't know why I always hit this switch out of habit, but there's actually... That switch doesn't do anything for you whatsoever. Like, it changes the direction of the platforms, but, like, you can very easily get up here without, without just, like, riding the platforms as they come. Okay, you know what? I think this will actually work. Nope, 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 it won't. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, almost. Now Sonic is the one who's fucking it up. God damn you, Sonic, always slowing us down. Oh, this is Act 3 already. I completely lost my place. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Or you know what? This is fine. I've got a bubble shield, and then eventually they'll drown. Oh my god, we're on 5 minutes on this level already. This is insane. Damn it! Okay, you know what? Maybe I can bounce myself out. Oh yes, we're making it. Inch by inch, we're making it. And they're gonna drown anyway, so yeah, we're fine. Everything is fine. That's actually maybe a potentially like winning strategy. It's like I said, it's like a puzzle game. I'm puzzling it out. It's a lot easier to progress forward when it's like one of your guys has a shield and your other guys don't. Oh, speaking of shields. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's a... I just assumed that they'd be nice enough, be courteous enough to give us a fucking water shield for this section. Now I've got to outrace the goddamn water if I'm gonna keep my shield. Now this is an asshole section, even at the best of times. Even in the original Sonic 1, this was an asshole section right here. Because if you get hit in the wrong way, you get dropped all the way back down. Like that gap you see right there where that spear's jutting out between the brick and the mouth there. If you get dropped down that little gap there, you get dropped down all the way back to the start. Now, if you're good, you can actually climb back out again before you drown. But it's really fucking difficult, and if you get knocked down a third time, then you're just done. Thankfully that didn't happen, because I'm a master of Sonic the Hedgehog, even with these two jackasses in tow, slowing me down. Why am I collecting rings? Which is, on a normal Sonic 1 playthrough, it's sort of, you know, showing off my E-Peen, showing off the fact that I can get through all these zones with like 100 rings in tow. Like, I can collect 100 rings and keep them, because I don't get hit in these games. That's not the case anymore. In Sonic the Hedgehog Classic Heroes ROM hack here. Oh, I love that how easy it is to kill those friggin' Orbinauts with the Sonic 3 insta-shield there. Although, to be honest though, I do actually kind of miss being able to do the tricky Orbinaut kill, where you maneuver between the spike balls. That was always fun to do. In fact, can I still do it with this hitbox? Or I certainly can't do it, or can we do it? Yeah, I can still do it. Nice. Okay, so cool, I got to show that off as well. Very tight timing, actually, to be able to do that. Not just the timing, but the positioning as well. To get between those Orbinaut spike balls. Damn it. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh good, we're free. Freedom! Make all the progress we can. Oh well, I think that's the end of the level. Nice. Or you know what, this is no longer Sparkster Rocket Knight Adventures. I forgot to change the stream title again. We are playing Sonic the Hedgehog Classic Heroes. Which, yeah, rather defeated the purpose than of me restarting the stream earlier since the wrong notice went out. Oh well. Oh no, this is only Act 2. Oh my goodness, it took us that long to get through Starlight Act 1. Jesus damn. I shouldn't be blaspheming like that on the big man's birthday, but... I'm just kidding, I'm not religious. But... Okay, actually we're gonna do a hard one. We're gonna get it... Ah, missed it. So from underneath it's a little bit easier, but yeah, trying to maneuver through the spike balls is even tougher on the timing when you're dropping down from above. Little bit late to the party there, Nurkles. Okay. Starlight... I didn't actually think this would be the case, but Starlight Zone is actually another fun zone for this sort of tether mechanic. Whoa! Almost as much, or not, okay, not nearly as much as the Spring Yard Zone was, but still, there is, I don't know, some shenanigans can occur here. I'm slightly disappointed that they still kept the Sonic 1 end of zone music. I guess it makes sense that they would, though, because they didn't change any of the other music. But I don't know, personally I actually always preferred the Sonic 3 and Knuckles Act Clear music. I don't know why, it was just always more sort of iconic to me, probably due to the fact that Sonic 3 and Knuckles is my most played Sonic game. It's my favorite in the series. Although, frankly, I say that, I'm actually blanking on how it actually went now. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, that's such a great medley. One of the all-time... Fuck. A little bit slow on the draw there, invincibility, power-up. On the other hand, I actually... With that being said, I actually prefer the invincibility theme in Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. Actually, I like the invincibility in Sonic 1 and 2 theme much, much, much better than the invincibility in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Or actually, no, it was different between the two of them, wasn't it? Yeah, Sonic 3 had a different invincibility theme than Sonic and Knuckles, if I remember correctly. Which I very well might not be. Anyways, well, the bad one that I remember was just like a... Or in fact, yeah, the one from Sonic 3 and Knuckles was the bad one, where it was just the title theme looped over and over and over and over and over again in like an 8-second loop. Yeah, that's like a 5-second loop. And they used it for the Super Sonic theme as well, which was just always dreadful. Or you know what, with the Insta Shield. Oh, and you know what, I can... Oh god, the sprite flicker. Anyways, I think I can actually launch up my buddies. Okay, no, I can't. Oh well. Oh, oops, I thought Sonic had a shield. Anyways, speaking of shields, yeah, Insta-Shield is the way to... Or actually, you know what? Tails is... Yeah, Tails is Tails. We'll do that there. And that's Starlight. Next up... Excuse me a moment, I just need to check something on my computer. Okay, turns out I didn't need to check something on the computer. Or you know what? Oh, Tails is... Okay, Tails has the opportunity to do some work here in Scrap Brain, because, yeah. So, weirdly enough, Scrap Brain is a lot less constricted than many of the other zones in the game. You've got a lot of open space up above that you really don't have in zones like Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone and pretty much every zone in the game, actually, other than Green Hill and a few parts of Spring Yard. It's really, it's really just Green Hill and Scrap Brain, where you've got like almost total overhead freedom to just like abuse the hell out of the Tails flight ability. Oh god, get out. Fuck. Okay. Again, abusing the Tails flight ability. I have no controls here. Tails is just stuck in limbo. There we go. I could literally do nothing there. That's the problem that happens sometimes if your characters end up tethered. If the character you're controlling gets tethered to another person who's like on solid ground beneath them and just like stuck in hit stun, you just lose your controls until something else happens, which is potentially never. Oh god, Act 3 is going to be a nightmare too. And actually, I said all that shit about Scrap Brain, but it's actually only true about Scrap Brain Act 1. Actually, a lot of the zones in Sonic 1 are surprisingly linear. I never actually realized it until I looked at some of the maps of some of the zones. It always feels like you have so many places to go. It's like you can go, you know, left or right or up or down. It's, you know, different pathways. But it turns out that it's like there's a lot more places in Sonic 1 that are like choke points that you'll have to go through no matter what, that are unavoidable parts of the level. And there's a few of those in the later Sonic games, but there's a lot more of them in Sonic 1. To the point where there's, you know, just a little bit less of that variety that I like. You know, where it's like every time you play through the game, you're taking kind of a different path, seeing different sights, all that good stuff. Okay, that's good. If anyone's a good person or an acceptable person to leave behind going over those ledges like that. Yeah, definitely Nubbles is the one you have to leave behind here, because he's the one who can actually climb himself up. I'm actually getting kind of decent at managing the tether mechanic here. We haven't had any physics-related shenanigans in a good long while. Never mind. Me and my big mouth. Oh, I almost managed to shut Tails down the airlock or whatever. Jettison him down the tube. Or you know what? I think I can ditch them here if I... Oh, are they gonna follow me all the way up? Oh, the stupid platform got in the way, but it didn't matter because it rocketed my buddies up. Act Brain 2 is, or Scrap Brain 2 is actually kind of an interesting level in that, personally, it's one of the toughest levels in the game in theory. Like, there's tons of obstacles that are super difficult to avoid. On the other hand, it's not that difficult to navigate, and it's not that long either. It's like, I remember even back in the day, in fact, I'm pretty sure, like, way back when I was, like, working on this game and, like, wasn't able to beat it as a kid, I remember, yeah, the very first time I made it to Scrap Brain 2, I actually beat it on my first try, whereas I was stuck on Scrap Brain 1 for quite a long time. I mean, not quite a long... Yeah, actually, yeah, probably quite a long time. A lot of that was the fact that I ended up on the lower path a lot of the time, which is much, much more challenging than the upper path. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of, yeah, lower paths that are much, 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 much tougher than upper paths, I would love to not have to follow those clowns down there, but yeah, I don't think I have a choice. The clowns are down, and I must follow. Or you know what? Yes. Then these guys drown. And then Tails makes his getaway. Nice. Friendship. Okay, karma, apparently. Okay. Take two. Oh, speaking of okay, I remember this section. Just all of a sudden it occurred to me something that I hated about Sonic 1 Megamix. And I'm just gonna ramble about it here just because I thought of it. It has a section, it's like the way Sonic 1 Megamix handles its version of Scrap Brain Act 3 pissed me off, because it has a little bit similar to that shortcut you saw at the beginning there, where it has a platform that you ride down, and you can go underneath it. You can go ahead of it, skip ahead, and go underneath it to sort of uncover a hidden pathway. And, you know, in this game, that hidden pathway is like a huge shortcut that takes you through like 90% of the level. And it's wonderful, because this level is like a pain in the ass. In Sonic Megamix, instead of a shortcut, you get a big pit of spikes. And the platform follows you down and seals you in there, so you just die instantly for your ingenuity and cleverness and, you know, knowing... It's like they pay... It's like ants... What's the opposite of homage? It's like they're basically trolling you for your knowledge of the Sonic series. It's like, oh, this thing. I know how this works. Nope, you're fucking dead. Nice try, asshole. Yeah, guess what? You're the assholes, game devs. Fuck you. I say after just, like, making sure, yeah, encourage amateur game developers. They actually did a pretty good job for what it's worth. It's like when I was shitting all over the Pickford brothers in my Plock LP. Actually, that video probably won't have gone up by the time I get this up. Spoiler alert for the end of the Plock LP. I may, in a fit of rage, I might let fly at one point that I hate the Pickford brothers, and I'm glad that their stupid SNES game didn't make any money. The context of which I suppose will be fully revealed if you follow that Let's Play series. If you're curious. And of course, I guess if you're not going to go check out the context, I do like Plock, actually. I think it's a very good game. I hate the end of Plock. I hate the last section of plot. I hate it with a passion. But everything else in the game is cool. Can I kill him? Oh, I wanted to set it up so that my buddies would fly off the ledge there. Oh, I forgot how long this takes when you've got your idiot buddies in tow. Actually, that was like literally like twice as long, I think, as it normally takes. Okay, that's a dramatic exaggeration, but still, that was like 20 minutes longer than a regular. Who is doing that? Stop that. Anyways, that was a good like 20 minutes longer than a standard Sonic 1 playthrough for me. Which means, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna finish Sonic 2. I don't know. I'll think about playing the rest, about finishing off this playthrough for the channel, I guess. But anyways, that's gonna do it for my little holiday stream, I guess. Yeah, Merry Genesismas to all of you. This game does have a save system, actually, so I will be able to just exit here and go and, just finish this series off right back where I left it. If anyone's interested, I'll leave it to the viewers. If anyone's actually watching this and is interested enough to just see me play through, I guess, Sonic 2 with the crazy tether shenanigans, then, yeah, by all means, let me know in the comments, and I'll, honestly, if it's even one person at this point, I'll probably oblige you. But, yeah, that's gonna do it for this, little, I guess, yeah, Genesismas Christmas, yeah, classic game live stream. As ever, thank y'all for watching. Or I guess thank Captain Luigi for watching. And I guess the one anon who popped in for a little bit about 15 minutes ago and never said anything. Thank you too, man. I appreciate you bumping up the old viewer count for a brief moment. And of course to all of you who are watching it on YouTube, thanks to you as always. And I guess I will see y'all in the new year.